Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Sid, aka Vicious274, coming at you with the answers for my Q&A and the winners for the best, most creative or question that I really like to answer. So when I initially put up my video, I said that I was going to be announcing the winners after maybe people put about 30, 40, or I think it was 50 comments. The reason why I said that number was because, to be honest with you, I haven't really been getting many comments on the videos that I've been posting. So I figured there weren't going to be that many comments. But I think within like the first 20 minutes of the video going up, there was already 30 comments. So I mean, you guys really blew my expectations out of the water. So what I decided to do then was I decided to let the video go for a little bit longer, just to give an opportunity for more people to get questions in, and I was gonna let it go until the questions started dying down. And as of 2 days ago, I'm now sitting at 409 comments. So guys, I mean, I'm gonna try to get through as many as I can. I have been reading them as they've been coming in, and a lot of them are repeats. So if I scroll across one that somebody else has asked, then you'll get that answer. But yeah, for time's sake, I'm going to try to get this done as quickly as I can. But what I would recommend, because I have a feeling this is going to be a long video, grab a fingerboard, sesh, listen to me answer the questions in the background, and just relax, and hope you guys enjoy this video. Alright, so let's get started. Yeah, 2 days ago there was 409 comments. Wow, that's crazy. Alright, so let's start answering some questions. Let's see here. Yeah, this is another one that I get almost all the time, and it's by Johnny Salazar. It says, when you started to fingerboarding, greets. When did I start fingerboarding? I started fingerboarding May of 2009, so that's like coming up to 7 years. Wow, 7 years. Dang. Time goes by fast, man. So yeah, 7 years ago, May 2009, the reason why I started fingerboarding was we were all hanging out at the trailer, and my nephew Nick, or Nicholas, he brought up some tech decks and some ramps, and I'd never seen these things before, and he was working away at them, and I was like, what is this? And he's like, oh, they're just little mini fingerboards and so on and so forth. So I grabbed one, and he had like the tech deck spine ramp, and I just started like flicking it and then doing fluke lands, and I was like, this is pretty cool. So then I just did some research online to see what these were all about, and I happened to stumble across some YouTube videos, and then I discovered the fingerboarding scene online, and it just blew me away, and I was like, this is something I want to do. I had a lot of fun just messing around with it, but obviously there's a lot of skill and a lot of people in the community, so it's something that I wanted to get into, and I did. 7 years ago. Wow, time flies. So yeah, that's why I started fingerboarding and how I got into fingerboarding, because I know a lot of people ask me that too. How did I get into it? And it was because of my nephew Nicholas. So there you go. Let's see, what else do we have? I get asked this one a lot as well. This one's by Fons93, so it's Fons93. It says, hey Sid, do you have a wife or girlfriend? I do have a wife, and a lot of people probably ask me this question because they don't see a ring on my finger. This is an interesting story as well. I think over the last 3 years, 3 years ago, I had to make a huge life change and get healthier. And part of that was losing weight. And a lot of people have noticed that I have lost a lot of weight. And what happened was my wedding band started slipping off my finger. It wouldn't fit anymore, so I was waiting to get it sized. And then in that time, our home was broken into. Yes, was burglarized. They didn't take any of my fingerboard stuff, so don't worry. But they did take a lot of valuable stuff, and one of them was my wedding band, because I wasn't wearing it. I was just waiting to get it sized. They took my wife's engagement ring, which was the one thing that, and excuse me for my language, but that's the one thing that pissed me off the most that they took. She was also waiting to get that resized because she had also lost some weight. And, you know, those are things that are irreplaceable, and those are the only two items that got stolen that I cared about. I mean, I got iPad stolen, cash stolen, all kinds of other little things. It was just a quick grab and dash type of burglary. We weren't home when it happened, but yeah, those two items were the things that that really hurt that they took, and it's irreplaceable, and I don't know. But yes, to answer the original question, I do have a wife. I have a daughter. She is 11 years old now. When I first started making videos, I featured her in a couple of videos here and there. Now that she's a little older, she's kind of doing her own thing. She's a diva, basically. She really loves to sing. She loves to dance. She loves her makeup. And I don't know, she hasn't really expressed much interest in being in one of my videos. I thought about having her here with me today, but she's off doing her own thing with her mom again. And but yeah, so I do have a wife, do have a daughter, and maybe one of these days I'll feature her again in another video. But if you want to see her, you can go way back to my early videos, and you'll see her in a couple of those. Alright, so that was Fawns93. Yes, I am married and I have a daughter. That was a pretty long answer for that question. Sorry, guys. Alright, so what is next? Let's see. Oh, this actually just happened recently. Luca Plays RBLX. He asked, "Hey Sid, what is your proudest fingerboarding achievement or proudest moment?" I don't want to use the word proud. It's a good question because something just happened to me not too long ago. It wasn't a fingerboarding achievement, but it was a moment. And now I've gone to fingerboard events. I've gone to rendezvous. I've gone to the Downtown Showdown. And of course, at a fingerboarding event, people are going to recognize me, and they're going to be like, "Hey Sid, what's going on? Love your videos." And I really appreciate that. I love that. I mean, it just sparks a conversation with somebody that I probably never would have met if it wasn't for fingerboarding, and I think that's absolutely great. But the other day, I was in Starbucks by my work, and I was waiting in line, getting ready to order my coffee, and then I look over, and there's this kid standing beside me, and he's looking at me, and he's like, he asks me, he goes, are you a YouTuber? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, are you Vicious 274? I believe that's what he said. Are you Vicious or are you Vicious 274? Either way. And I was like, yeah. And he's like, oh my God, my name's Jack, and I got my friend Finn over here. We're big fans, and so on. And the reason why that was a cool moment was because that has never, ever happened to me. In the 7 years that I've been YouTubing, nobody has ever come up to me on the street and said, "Hey, I love your videos, love what you're doing." But the funny thing is, they asked me to give them a couple of autographs, and I didn't have a pen or a marker, so I went up to the barista and I asked them if I could borrow a marker, and they were like, yeah, sure. And then so we went to the side and I started signing some stuff, and I could see from like my peripherals, like the rest of the patrons, they were like, what is going on? Why is this guy signing autographs? Who is this guy? And then another girl came up to me. I think she was from their school or from another school, and she was like, oh my God, I just started fingerboarding, just started seeing your videos. I think you're great. Can I get your autograph as well? So I was like, sure. Signed hers. And then this little girl that she was with comes up to her and she goes, who is this? And, and she goes, oh, you know those fingerboards that I use? He's a reviewer on YouTube that I really like. This little girl did not know who I was, where I came from, what I did, but then she turns to me with these big, beautiful little eyes, and she's like, can I get your autograph too? And I was just like, oh man, I got it. So I gave her an autograph, and then she went back to her mom, and her mom looked at me and she was like, thank you so much. She kind of just mouthed it, but she was like, thank you so much. And it was just a crazy, crazy, crazy experience. And then, to top it off, when I finally went to go get my coffee, this is the funniest part. The barista turns to me and he goes, who are you? And I explained to him what I do. I was like, listen, I'm a professional fingerboarder. I'm known for doing reviews on YouTube and so on and so forth. And he was like, oh my God, those two guys, they come in here every day at like 4 o'clock, and they're always using those fingerboards, and they're like, that's so cool. And oh man, so Jack and Finn, because of that moment, they ended up coming to the Joy Cult Downtown Showdown. I met Finn's dad. He's a really cool dude. And I've been in contact with them every now and then because I see them walk by my shop where I work all the time. And so yeah, Jack and Finn, again, cool meeting you guys. Thanks for being or giving me that moment in my life. I've never experienced anything like that before, and it was super cool. So yeah, I wouldn't say it's my proudest moment, but it was a really cool moment. So again, that was from Luca Plays RBLX, and let's see, what else do we have? Whoa, this one's intense. Okay, so to the pit footages. He or she asks, would you rather know when you die or how you die? That is nuts. Would I rather know when I die or how I'm gonna die? I think I would rather know when. And the reason why is because if I know how, I don't really care how I'm gonna die, because when I'm dead, I'm dead. I don't care. I'm dead. I'm gone. Done. See you later. But knowing when you're gonna die, you should be taking advantage of your life in the moment as it is right now. But if you knew when you were gonna die, you know that you can. Like, if I knew I was gonna die 20 years from now, I would be like skydiving and doing all kinds of crazy extreme stuff. But yeah, I think when would be better than how I was gonna die. So yeah, that answers your question. What else? What do we got? Let's see. Let's scroll through here. Okay, this one's kind of funny. Edgar Portilla, he asks, on the real, does the eyebrow piercing get the ladies? Cause you looking good ASF, Poppy. Yeah, a lot of people don't notice, but I do have an eyebrow piercing, and you probably can't tell with the hat, but I do have an eyebrow piercing. Does it get the ladies? I don't know, because I met my wife before I got the eyebrow piercing, so it kept her, so yeah, I guess I did get the lady. But thanks for saying that I look good as F. Appreciate that. What else? What do we got? Okay, Kathy Van Ort. She says, hey Sid, I saw you at the Joy Cult event in Brantford. It was awesome and I had a lot of fun. Hope you did too. And my question is, what is your #1 place in the world you love and why? #1 place in the world that I love and why? I haven't been to many places around the world. So, this is going to answer some people's questions too. A lot of people don't know what my background is. I was born and raised in Canada, Toronto, Ontario, but my background is Brazilian and Portuguese. My dad is Brazilian, my mom is Portuguese. She's from the islands Terceira in the Azores Islands, and my dad is from Rio in Brazil. I've been to Terceira twice, and I've been to Rio so many times that I can't even count now. So I would have to say my #1 place in the world that I would love to be and why is going to be Rio, because I've been going there ever since I was a young kid. The first time that I could remember, I was 8 years old, and that's when I learned how to body surf on Copacabana Beach. And I just fell in love with the water from that day forward. I absolutely love body surfing, and I'm not talking body surfing with like a boogie board or anything like that. I'm just talking your straight body, like your whole body is the surfboard, and it's just an amazing feeling. And I absolutely love it. So, #1 place in the world, and why? Yeah, it would be. Well, that's in the world, but on the more, I don't know, I don't want to say cliche or cheesy note. You can never go wrong with home, because it's like they say, home is where the heart is. If anything's going wrong in your life, you can always come home, and there's going to be somebody there who loves you, and somebody there who really cares about you and is willing to take care of you and help you through your rough times and your good times. So that's the heartfelt one. All right, so what else do we have? What's going on? Okay, this is a good one. A lot of people ask this because when I posted the original video, I was wearing a shirt that said, vaping is a crime, I kill tobacco. That was another thing that I had to change in my life. I had the nasty, nasty habit of being a smoker. I was a smoker for 23 years. I would smoke about half a pack to a pack a day. And my doctor said, Sid, you know, you got to cut that out. So Big Burl or Big Bert? It looks like Big Bert. I'll go Big Bert. He asked me, do you vape? And yes, I do. I have been a vapor now for almost 3 years. Actually, November of 2016 will be 3 years. Since I started vaping, actually it was a friend of mine, Matthew, who introduced me to vaping, and he gave me a little vape pen to try for a week, and he said, if you like it, we'll go and get your kit. So ever since I had that vape pen, I have not touched a cigarette. Except for after 2 months, I was in Cuba, and I was like, you know what? Let me have a drag of a cigarette, see if I still like it. And it was the grossest thing ever. I nearly puked, and that was the last time I ever touched a cigarette. So yes, I do vape, and it has changed my life. What else? Okay, well, you know what? This kind of segues into what I was just talking about. So, not about vaping, not about fingerboarding. This is from Labis9. Not about vaping, not about fingerboarding. What is your real job in your life? I think a lot of people hope you answer this. And that is true because I have gotten questions before of people wanting to know what I do for a living. And vaping has changed my life because I now manage a vape shop. And I am also the mixologist for our store line. So basically I make the liquid that goes into the vaping setups, and I come up with the recipes, I come up with the flavors, do a little mixing, and we have our own store line. We carry other companies' liquids as well, but we're doing our own store line, and I am one of the mixologists. We have another mixologist there who manages the other shop, and yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I've been doing it for not too long, maybe about a couple months. Started at the end of 2015 is when I started managing the shop, and I have been working since I was 14. No, I've been working even younger than that. I was working on my parents' farm. I had a farm when I was a kid, which was a lot of fun. But to say my first legit job, I was 14, and I'm now 41. A lot of people ask me that too. How old are you? I'm 41. I've been working since I was 14, and I have to say, this is the first time in my working career that I have loved going to work. Like, I get up and I don't care. It doesn't even feel like work to me. It is amazing, and it is so true that they say if you love what you do for work, you'll never work a day in your life. And that's how I feel right now. It's just amazing. So yes, that's what I'm doing currently for my career, and that was from Labis9. What else? Okay, Tatty Tam asks, hey Sid, how did your family and friends react to you explaining them that you were into fingerboarding and making videos about it? And how did they react to you getting sponsored for promoting fingerboarding? Well, my family was pretty much around ever since I started fingerboarding because, again, we were all at the trailer, everybody was there, and they saw how much I was getting into it. Friends, I have to admit, I kind of kept it hidden from friends for the first while. I don't know why I did that. I mean, it was because it was something new to me. I wasn't really sure how they were going to react to it and about the whole YouTube thing. But eventually, you know, I just told people and showed people, and they were super supportive. They couldn't believe that there was the community that there was for fingerboarding. And in regards to getting sponsored and promoting fingerboarding, yeah, they when they found out that I was sponsored by companies, they were like, there's fingerboard companies that actually do this, and I was like, yeah, but I had to explain to them that it's not like a sponsorship where you get paid to ride for the company. I mean, you do get paid in some aspects, like some sponsors will send you free product, but yeah, it's not like you're making you can live off of it. You don't get a salary from it or anything like that. But they still thought that was super cool. And when I've told them how many people I've met around the world because of this, it really blows their minds. So yeah, they've my friends and family have always been very supportive of my fingerboarding and promoting fingerboarding. And that was Tatty Tam's question. What else? What else? Oh, look at this. Roland Campbell. I met Roland, I believe was at the... Was it the first newbie? Or was it the Canadian Fingerboard event? No, it was the Canadian Fingerboard event. Yeah, Roland Campbell. He asked me, Sid, what's good, homie? My question is, what is your favorite movie? Oh, easy, easy. Hands down, my favorite movie, and it's probably some of you have never even heard of this movie. It's called The Lost Boys. It's a vampire flick. I am a huge horror buff. I love horror movies. My favorite franchise is A Nightmare on Elm Street, the original. And number 2 and number 6 weren't that great. But yeah, my favorite franchise. Then I love the Friday the 13th franchise. But yeah, my all-time favorite movie is The Lost Boys. And the reason why is because when I was younger, I think this movie came out in around 87. I recorded it off of the Movie Network, is what it was called. It was a channel that showed just movies. And I would watch it every day after school to the point where I could recite every single word by heart. It drives people crazy when they watch the movie with me. Then it became the first movie I bought on VHS. It became the first movie I bought on DVD, and it became the first movie that I bought on Blu-ray, and it will be the next first movie that I buy on the next format that comes out. Because me personally, I know everybody's into streaming and downloading and having their digital copies on their iPads and so on and so forth. When it comes to movies and music, I'm a collector. I love to have the hard copy. I know that unless it gets scratched, nothing is going to happen to this. I'm going to have a physical copy of this movie or this album. Digitals are cool to have. Yes, I do have an iPhone and I have my music on my iPhone and so on and so forth. Yes, that's great. But I like, for bands that I really, really enjoy, I get their hard copies. For stuff that I'm not too crazy about, I just would like to listen now and then, yeah, then I'll just do a digital copy. But yeah, Roland, that's my favorite movie. I highly suggest everybody go watch it. It is an 80s flick, but it's a super cool 80s flick. It's called The Lost Boys, and it is awesome. Definitely go watch it. Okay, what else do we got going here? Let me see. Okay, so Snow FB Obstacles asks, why did you choose Vicious274 for your YouTube name? That is a great question, and the reason why I'm saying that's a great question is because I don't think I've ever mentioned in a video why I chose that name. A lot of people have asked me, and sometimes I've given them the answer, and other times I haven't. I can't remember. But yeah, Vicious274 does mean something. It wasn't just something I chose randomly. First because, again, when I was younger, I have a cousin. His name was Frank. He was really into this group called the Sex Pistols. And in that group, there's a member who goes by the name of Sid Vicious. And he always called me Sid Vicious, and I still look up to him, but I really looked up to him when I was a kid. And I thought it was so cool that he would call me Sid Vicious. And then it kind of continued from there throughout my life. Like when I got into high school, and you're meeting new people, you're introducing yourself. They're like, "Hey, what's your name?" "My name's Sid," and they're like, "Hey, like Sid Vicious," and I was like, "Yeah, like Sid Vicious." Throughout the majority of my younger days, that's how it was. Whenever I would meet somebody, I'd be like, "Hey, my name's Sid." "Hey, like Sid Vicious." It just kind of stuck. Now the 274, because believe it or not, I wanted my channel name to be Sid Vicious, but that was already taken. So I took off the Sid and just went with Vicious, and that was taken. So they suggested that I pick some numbers. And 274 is actually a combination of the numbers in my date of birth. So I was born on the 27th day of the 7th month in the year 74. So the one common number in all those numbers was 7. So I put the 7 in the middle, and then the 2 in the front, and the 4. So it would be the 27th day on the 7th month of 74. And that's how I came up with Vicious 274. So thanks for that question, Snow FB Obstacles. That was a great question because I don't think I've ever explained to people why I picked that name. So yeah, great question. What else do we have? What else do we have? Okay. M Nation 101. If you got stuck in an... Oh, okay, I think he means if you got stuck. If you got stuck in an abandoned island, what 2 fingerboard obstacles and 1 complete would you want to have with you? The complete is easy, and I have it right here. It's my Berlinwood wide low skull split ply with wide Black River trucks and Joy Cult 70D. They're called Toronto wheels. I've been using this same setup for years now. This thing just is flawless for me. It works. It still has great pop. I'm still using FBS grip tape. So this would definitely be the setup that I take. I absolutely love it. Like I said, I've been using it for years. I've set up other decks, but this is always my go-to. 2 fingerboard obstacles. That's a tough one, man. Shoot. I would want to take a big one, like maybe a D-Rex Ledge Dose or the PST Plaza maybe, and then I would bring a small one for like little quick sessions. A small one, maybe a kicker. I would take a kicker because I already have a big obstacle, so I would bring a small kicker. That's what I would take. So yeah, that's M Nation 101. That's my answer to that question. What else do we have? Okay. Steezy Sloth. When you start to coast away from fingerboarding and YouTube, what do you think you will do? What I'm basically saying is, while you get older, what will you do for a living and for your hobbies instead of YouTube fingerboarding? Like if you ever take a break or leave these hobbies. Blah, blah, blah. I mean, that's hard to say. I mean, I don't think I will ever stop fingerboarding, but there may be a time where I stop posting fingerboard videos. Who knows? I mean, I'm already 41. I've been doing this for 7 years, and I still absolutely love it. But if I was to change anything, I could probably see myself becoming a vlogger. I may not have the most exciting vlogs, but I like talking to the camera and having conversations with people through the comment sections. So yeah, I can absolutely see myself doing that. In regards to what I would do for a living, I've already answered that one in the previous question. Other hobbies, vaping has kind of become a hobby for me too. There is a hobbyist side to it, and yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. So that's where I see myself going in the future if that was to happen. Who else? What's up? What's going on? What's going on? Oh, this is a good one. Ryan Starr. Hey, Sid, I got a good question. Yes, you do. What trick were you the most excited about learning on your fingerboard? Also, congratulations on the November 1st anniversary. Thank you. I think the vlog is a great idea. Thank you for that, too. And I'd love to watch a vlog from you. And I understand the content thing. Same thing has been happening to me lately with my Instagram. Okay, so he's talking about what I talked about in the first one. But his question is, what trick were you the most excited about learning on your fingerboard? And to be honest with you, the trick that I was the most excited of learning was the ollie. It hands down was the ollie, and I'm sure I'm not the only one, because out of all the tricks that I have learned, the ollie was the hardest. Getting that board off the ground with 2 fingers is like, what? I watched tutorial after tutorial after tutorial. And when I finally just got it to leave the ground and do a semi-clean landing, I was super stoked. And then when I absolutely perfected it, most excited was learning the ollie. And another reason why I say that is because most of the tricks that we do are derived from the ollie. If you don't know how to ollie, you're probably not going to be doing many tricks in fingerboarding, any tricks, to be honest with you. And so, yeah, that's why I was the most excited to learn that trick. Cool question. Thanks. Ryan Starr. Okay, what else do we have here? Okay, this goes back to the vaping thing. It's by Expired CSGO, or is that a colon? So Expired CS colon go. Being a vaping enthusiast, I would love to know what your favorite juice, mod, tank, RDA is. I'm trying to get back into fingerboarding, so winning this would be sick. Thanks for the opportunity. I happen to have a couple of setups here that I use. For those of you that aren't into vaping, this is going to mean nothing to you, but this is my go-to right now. It's the Wismec Rouleau RX200 mod, triple 18650, and the Saper RDA. And this is where I was saying earlier it's become a hobby, because I am a hobbyist, because I do wrap my own coils and I put my own cotton. I even make my own liquid, as I said earlier in the video. I'm a mixologist as well. So this is one of my go-to setups, and then my other setup is the iStick 100 watts and my Velocity RDA. I should probably put a disclaimer on here. These products, these vaping products, are considered for adults. They aren't for, they are basically a tool to help people quit smoking. Obviously, you're not going to jump into something this advanced when you first start vaping, and that's how later on you can become a hobbyist. So I have definitely quit smoking. Now I am a vaping enthusiast or a vaping hobbyist. Same with fingerboarding. Like, when you first start fingerboarding, we all started with tech decks. We knew what we liked, and then we decided to go into the more advanced products. But yeah, this has helped me. It's the only thing that's helped me quit smoking. I tried the gums, I tried the sprays, I tried the patches. Most of that stuff just made me sick. This has been the only thing that has helped me. And I'm going to show you how it works. But again, I am putting a disclaimer that this is only for adults who are looking to quit smoking. This isn't for somebody who has never smoked to start doing. I mean, yeah, it's been studied and it's been proven to be a healthier alternative to smoking. The European Health Association, they posted a study proving that it's 95% safer than smoking. I mean, there's only 4 ingredients in liquid when there's like 4 to 7,000 chemicals in cigarettes. I mean, I would take those odds any day. But this is how it works. And that is how I got off of the nasty cigarette habits. Now it's gonna get kind of vapey in here, and yeah. Oh, so yeah, he was asking me what is my favorite juice, mod, and tanks. I am more of a dripper, so basically what you do is you get the liquid and you just drip it onto your coils. There are other devices that hold the liquid in a tank. But yeah, my 2 favorite ones are the Saper and the Velocity. These are my 2 favorite mods. In regards to favorite juice, I'm going to sound biased, but the stuff I make is my favorite. This one right here, actually no, these are still flavors that have not been released, so I'm not going to say what the flavors are because I don't want anybody stealing them. But yeah, these are ones, and when I used to work for a liquid company, I worked for an e-liquid company called Moshi. I was the mixologist there as well. I created one of the flavors there. It's called Union Loop. It basically tastes like, you know, when you have a bowl of Fruit Loop cereal and you're finished and that milk that's left over and you drink it, that's the flavor. And it's called Union Loop. That was my recipe. That's another one of my favorites. But a favorite that I did not make is also from Moshi, and it's called Yorkville. It's a vanilla almond butter cinnamon blend. They say that it's supposed to replicate a Snickerdoodle cookie. I've never had a Snickerdoodle cookie, but judging by that liquid, if that's what a Snickerdoodle cookie tastes like, I want to eat one. But yeah, so that was Expired CS goes question. Those are all my my favorite vaping gear and liquids. What else do we have here? Okay, this is just a random question by AJ Anderson. This is an unfingerboard related, but who did you want to win the Super Bowl? Who did I want to win the Super Bowl? Well, first you would have to ask me, Sid, do you know who was in the Super Bowl? I'm really not a sports fan of sorts. I don't enjoy football. Sorry, I know a lot of my American viewers are going to be like, boo, but yeah, I don't enjoy football. I enjoy playing sports. I don't enjoy watching them so much. I do, however, enjoy the FIFA tournaments, the soccer tournaments, or for everybody else in the world, aside from North America, football tournaments. I enjoy the World Cup. I enjoy the Euro Cup. I kind of get into hockey. Yeah, I'm Canadian. I get into hockey sometimes, more so if my team is in the playoffs, the Toronto Maple Leafs. But when it comes to like being a sports fanatic, no, not really. I was always into skateboarding. I don't really skateboard. A lot of people ask me that too. Sid, do you skateboard? I did when I was younger. Now I kind of just keep it to cruising on longboards and stuff like that. I don't do tricks on skateboards because if I fall and break something, it's gonna take me forever to heal. But yeah, I was never really much of a sports nut. More into like, oh, I like to play poker too. Texas Hold'em. I like doing that. All right, so what else do we have? Where are we? Oh, yes. This is a great question because I went back to the whole Vicious 274 not talking about that, but this is something that I have never ever talked about. It's the question's by Cole Kowalski. I hope I don't butcher your last name. Cole Kowalski. Have you ever thought of making your own fingerboard? A lot of people have asked me that, and I've always told them that I don't have the skills, I don't have the patience, which is true. But yes, I have thought about making my fingerboard, and I came very close to collaborating with. I hope he doesn't mind me saying this. A lot of people may remember the company No Comply. It was run, and the fingerboards were made by a guy named Todd. And really early on when I started my channel and fingerboarding and such, we became friends. And, oh, actually, you know what? Oh, yes, I'm going to show this in the video. So I approached Todd and I was like, listen, I got a lot of people asking me, you know, to make fingerboards and stuff like that. And I asked him if he could help me out. And basically, I gave him the specs of what I wanted the board to look like and how I wanted it to feel. And he made a prototype, and he was the one that was going to be manufacturing my decks for me, and then I was going to put them on a website and sell them. Well, this is the board. So yeah, this is the only Vicious 274, not really made, but spec'd board. I didn't make this board. Todd from No Comply did. And back then, you know, it was 29mm wide, 98mm long, and I liked medium kicks with low concave. And I was going to do it. I really wanted to start this company, but then I decided not to. And I thanked Todd for all of his help, and I explained to him why I'm changing my mind, and he respected that. Because I didn't feel right putting a product out there that people are expecting to be made by me, but wasn't made by me. You know what I mean? It just didn't feel right. And you know what? I give props to anybody that can make anything, especially fingerboards. I mean, I know I've seen some of the processes. It is a tedious thing to do, and it's not easy. So a lot of these people who complain about prices and costs of fingerboard products, there's a lot involved in regards to cost when it comes to making fingerboard products, and time, and headaches, and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, I have considered making my own fingerboard, but I was going to collaborate with Todd from No Comply. He made this one, and it is, I guess, the only Vicious 274 model deck out there. So to give you guys an idea of what it looks like. Low concave, medium kicks, 29mm, 98mm long. Oh, and these are a blast from the past. These wheels, these are from a company called Z-Shred. Anybody remember Z-Shred? They're clear New Era wheels. And I just got some regular wide Tech Deck trucks on there. Man, that is nostalgic. That's taking me back. Shout out to Todd, man. Hope you're doing well. All right, that was a great question. Okay. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, yeah, I'll answer this one again. How was your life changed with vaping and fingerboarding? Vaping changed my life. Vaping actually saved my life, to be honest with you. It's saved my life and it's become my life. Like I explained before, it's now my career. It's something that I love to do. And yeah, so the major life changes there. Now, how has fingerboarding changed my life? I don't necessarily think fingerboarding has changed my life, but it's giving me opportunities to meet people that I would have never met had it not been for fingerboarding. I would have never met the Black River crew all the way in Germany. I would have never met all the people I met in the States at rendezvous. Is that even a word? Rendezvous? Rendezvous is? I don't know. Rendezvous. Yeah, I guess that's the one thing that has changed the most in my life is all the people that I've met throughout the world, not face to face, but also online. I've made a lot of online friends. I made a lot of local friends because of fingerboarding, like Matt from Joy Cult. I mean, that dude's my boy now, man, and that's all because of fingerboarding. Mike Gibbs. I met him at the Canadian Fingerboard event, the first Canadian Fingerboard event. And me and him have been boys ever since, man. We even did a bro trip out to Rendezvous. Was that the last rendezvous I went to? Yeah, I think it was the last rendezvous I went to. Yeah, so he's been my boy. I mean, we haven't really been filming much together lately. I mean, he's got a lot going on in his life right now, too. He's got a new woman in his life. They just got a new place. And so, yeah, you know, Mike is another one that I've met. Who else? I mean, all kinds of people that I've met through fingerboarding. So yeah, that's the one thing that I'd say has changed my life. Meeting people, cool people too. All right, so where are we? What else do we have? Yeah, you know what? This is a pretty good question too. It's from Yusuf Radouane. Oh man, I hope I'm not butchering your name. Yusuf Radouane. He says, "Hey bro, why you talk so good and confident in front of the camera? Because when I try to do so, I become like a dumb." Okay, I wasn't always this confident in front of the camera. If you go back to the very first video I posted, it's called Fingerboarding 1. Huge difference to the way that I am on camera now. And you know what? Why I am so confident and good in front of a camera, it just comes with practice, man. It just comes with doing it over and over and over again. And now I don't, it's weird. I don't even see a camera anymore. I feel like I'm talking to people, to other people in a room, or there's somebody there and I'm speaking to them. I guess that would be my tip to become more confident, is just pretend you're talking to somebody. Don't think of talking to a camera. Just have a conversation. And that's why I think I would really like to go into the whole vlog type deal. It might not be like a travel vlog, like outside. It might just be a sit at the desk vlog, let you know what's going on for that week, and then turn it into a conversation in the comments. But yeah, that's how I do it. I've just have a conversation with the people watching. So thanks, Yusuf. That's a cool question. Let's see, what else do we have here? Okay, Carly Richard. If you could go back in time and change one thing about your life, what would it be? Would I want to change anything? I don't know if I would want to go back and change anything, because everything that I've done in my past has brought me to where I am. Like, I guess if I never got into vaping, I guess I would say the one thing that I would want to go back in time and change would be to never have started smoking. But see, now, if I had changed that, if I had never started smoking, I probably would have never become a vapor, and I probably would have never become a mixologist, and I probably would have never started managing a vape shop. But who knows where my life would have been. So yeah, that's a tricky question, man. I don't know. I don't know if I would go back and change anything. No. Yeah, I think I think I'm pretty proud of the stuff that I've done. I was never into, I never got into trouble. I mean, that I got caught for doing. But no, I've never broken any laws or done anything stupid like that. So yeah, I mean, no, I don't think I would go back and change a thing. Sorry, Carly. I hope that answered your question, but I don't think I would go back and change anything. I like the direction that my life took, and it's taking me to where I am today. So what else do we have? Do you like Rio's Carnival? Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, in my opinion, has the best carnival in the world. And I've also heard it is the most expensive. Not in meaning like going to attend, but in regards to the costumes and the floats and all the bands and music and everything there. It is one of the most expensive carnivals in the world, if not the biggest carnival in the world. If you have an opportunity to go check out a carnival in Rio, do it, man. It is a great time. Generally, when we go out to Brazil, we try to go around carnival season. If it's not carnival season, then it's for either Christmas or New Year's. And I'm definitely going to take my daughter to a carnival. She's at that age now where pretty much whatever she does, oh my god, I can't even speak. Pretty much whatever she does in life from this point forward, she's going to remember. I mean, we took her to Disneyland or Disney World when she was like 4 years old, and she barely remembers anything about that trip. But now that she's 11, I mean, the first time I went to Rio, I was 8, and I still remember stuff because that's how much of an impact it had on my life. So yeah, I think now's the time to take her. She's going to enjoy it. She's going to remember it, and yeah. Do I like Rio's carnivals? Yes, I do. Oh, I don't even think I mentioned the name of the person that asked this question. It was from Rodrigo Santiago. I'm assuming you are Brazilian. And yeah, I absolutely love Rio's carnivals. Okay, what else? I don't know. This video has been going on for quite some time. Has there anything else that people ask that... No, I think that's going to be it. So yeah, let's go back, and I think I have an idea of where the questions were. There were 3 questions. All right, so we are going to announce the winners. And I just realized in making and answering these questions, I got so excited to do this video that I forgot to bring up the prizes. So let me see if I can find them real quick. I got that, I believe, was one of them. This and this. Now, normally when I give away the prizes, I tell the person or winner what they're going to get. But because this is 3 random questions that I really enjoyed, I'm going to show you the products. And I'm not going to say who's getting what. I'm just going to send them the random gift, and it will be a surprise to them. So, I'm giving away a Plankton deck. This, I believe, was the W2 shape. And it's got a cool graphic on there. Brand new. Giving away Plankton trucks. And Rule, I believe these were the single bearing red wheels. Now, depending on where you live, winners, you will not have to pay for shipping. I will take care of all costs. But I will need your shipping information. So, if you are... Yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to send a message this time, because normally I have people send me the... Yeah, you know what? You're still going to send me the message so we can verify the... either way, we'd be able to verify the YouTube channel. But, okay. So if you don't know how to send a message on YouTube, basically all you got to do is go to my homepage on my YouTube channel. I believe you go to the About tab, and then you're going to see Send Message. Then you can send me a message... giving me your full name and full shipping address. And then to check replies, you go to, when you go open up your subscriber screen or whatever it is, you're going to have your little icon, or your little logo in the front right corner that you're looking at. You click on that and go to Creator Studio. Then you go to, on the left side, it'll say Community. You click on Community and then go to Messages, and that's where you will see the replies. So, okay. The first winner that is going to get a random prize is this was a crazy question, man. It really made me think, and it was kind of dark and disturbed. But it was by To the Pit Footages. Would you rather know when you die or how you die? That was a cool question. I like that one a lot. So the number two, The Pit Footages. You are a winner, and let's see, where was that other one? La 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 la. There it is. Okay. So this one also made me kind of like, I don't think I've ever told anybody this before, and that was how I came up with my YouTube name. So Snow FB Obstacles. Question was, why did you choose Vicious274 for your YouTube name? I'm going to select that one as a winner too, because I don't think I've ever talked about it, to be honest with you. And that's what I was looking for. I was looking for questions that would make me put stuff out there that I've never talked about before. So yeah, I really like that one. And I wanted creative ones. I wanted questions that really made me think. A lot of people ask the same thing, like how I started fingerboarding, what's my favorite setup, which I've already showed. What's my favorite trick, which is a backside flip. Just basic questions like that. I was looking for stuff that was like, oh yeah, they really want to know something about me. So yeah, that was cool. Number three, who's going to be the last winner? And this was another one that really made me talk about something that I never talked about before, and that was Cole Kowalski. Hope I'm not butchering your name, man. Cole Kowalski. He asked, have you ever thought of making your own fingerboard? And you know what? To be honest with you, I think only Todd and myself are the only ones that knew this ever existed, aside from my wife and daughter. But yeah, only Todd and myself knew that this board existed. So yeah, that's a great question, man. I absolutely love that question. So yeah, those are the winners. Cole Kowalski, was the other one? Snow FB Obstacles, and then it was To the Pit Footages. So yeah, I hope you guys like the idea of me not telling you who's going to get what. I'm going to keep it as a surprise. But I was going with, depending on where you live, shipping in the original packages may be a little too expensive. So I may have to take the trucks, the wheels, and the deck out of the original packaging to ship to you to save on costs, depending on where you live. So again, to the three winners, send me a personal message through YouTube so I can verify your YouTube channel. And the way you're going to do that is you're going to go to my homepage, click on About, then click on Send Message, and then to get my reply, you are going to click on your icon, which you can see when you're on your the people you subscribe to, that page. Click on there, go to Creator Studio, then on the left side, go to Community, and then when all the options come up, click on Messages, and you'll see the reply. All right, man, that is it. That's the Q&A. You know what? I had more fun doing this video than I thought I was going to have. Let me know what you guys thought. Is it something that you would like to continue to see, or do you guys want to see vlogs? I mean, hit me up, man. I know my content has been lacking in regards. I used to post like 3 videos a week, and that's when I first started. I used to do an unboxing, a review, and a trick video, or an unboxing, a review, and my news. It was like there was at least 3, and that's when I had a lot more free time. Now my life's a lot more hectic. But yeah, I mean, I've been doing like 1 a month. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to try to pick up the content. I still have a lot of reviews that need to be done for companies that have been waiting for a long time, and I am super sorry. I do apologize. I am going to get those reviews done. I really do appreciate your patience, and yeah, this was a lot of fun, man. So yeah, to the companies, I'm sorry. I am going to get those reviews up, and yeah, I don't know. This is weird. I've never ended a video like this. This is all new to me. I've had a lot of fun doing it. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and yeah. Let me know. Let me know if I'm going to be doing future giveaways. Let me know if you guys like this concept for giveaways. I might come up with another idea. Who knows? And yeah, let me know what you think about the vlog thing, because I've been really thinking about that a lot lately. All right, guys. Thanks a lot, and keep fingerboarding. 2 fingers. Peace.